what is the teaching or the doctrine of Christ?
That's a great question. I think it's the teaching of Jesus. That's 1 Timothy 6:3. If anybody comes to you and doesn't bring the sound words, namely the teachings of our Lord Jesus, if somebody comes without the teachings of Jesus on his lips, he's a pompous idiot, Paul said in 1 Timothy 6:3. It's the same thing. If people come to you as Christians and don't have the teaching as Jesus gave it, a subjective genitive there, not just the teaching about Christ, but it certainly would include that, the teaching as given by Jesus, as subjective genitive and an objective genitive, likewise teachings about Jesus. If he doesn't bring those, then don't bless him in his work. In the name of progress is clever, right? If anybody comes to you in the name of progress, oh, we're progressives, yes, but you're going out beyond the teaching of Jesus and you're losing the faith. What's happening there is a non-human Jesus is being threatened, you know? If you deny that Jesus came as human being, en sarki, not coming into the flesh, but if you deny the human Jesus, you're Antichrist. That's very dangerous. And anybody who does not confess that Jesus, by the way, interesting point of the translation there, in verse 3 of 1 John 4, verse 3, if anybody doesn't confess that Jesus, i.e. the one that I've just described as en sarki, within the flesh, then watch out. That's probably uppermost. But in general, of course, the teaching of Jesus is absolutely everything he taught. In this context, perhaps we could say, quite specifically, it's a Christological issue. Yes, why not? It's the spirit of Antichrist and creating a non-human Jesus. And you're well aware, I'm sure, the fact that Luther mistranslated that by saying into the flesh. Calvin likewise, and also Speak, the commentator, they actually butchered the Greek there and said you must say that Jesus came into the flesh, the incarnation.